I lost my Uber account permanently,
Oh,
guys.
I hella forgot about that.
Yes.
So now you're Team Lyft.
I'm Team Lyft, and I don't know how I'm gonna balance this thing of having to stream in the Lyft now. But basically, long story short, guys, here's what happened. Fulcrum and I needed to head back home to the Airbnb or to our because my Airbnb was like close to his house, so like we had to go back to the Airbnb. We take one Uber ride, and TTS is saying a bunch of you're an idiot, you're a bad driver, blah 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 stuff like that, and the dude's like, all right, like I'm not fucking with this, like please get out of my car. He was super nice about it, and guess what? He asked us to leave, and we left, so we're like, okay, we'll get another Uber. We hop into another Uber, and also every single Uber that we were getting into before I hopped in, because of the GPS, mostly was like my motive, but because of the GPS, I hopped into every Uber. I was like, hey guys, I'm on live stream right now. Could you please turn down the GPS so people can't hear where I'm going? And they're just like, okay, yeah, it's fine. So every single Uber we got into knew we were live streaming, or on camera. And I'm not filming the Uber drivers. I was filming myself or Fulcrum the whole time. So, they're not being on camera either. But either way, first dude kicks us out. We get into the second car. Second car was kind of funny because, TTS is, pissing off the guy. But also, there's two things that happen. Someone farts in the car. It wasn't,
Who?
I don't know. It wasn't me. And Fulcrum says it wasn't him. But it smelled like fart in the car.
Okay.
And we were, joking around, who farted? Who farted? And I think the Uber driver thought, maybe one of us farted and we're, trolling. But, the other thing that happened is, guys, we've all seen the meme, right? The meme that says, when you're in your parents' car and you try to turn on the light in the car while they're driving, and your parents are like, "Turn that off, it's illegal." We've all heard that shit before from our parents, and it's kind of like a new meme nowadays where the meme will say bro, that shit was never even illegal. You know what I mean? Look up the laws. It's not illegal to drive with the lights on. It could be distracting to the driver, but it's not illegal technically. But anyways, we were in that Uber car. And I asked the dude, I'm like, can I turn on the light over here? And he's like, no, you can't turn on the light. He's like, it's illegal to drive with the light on. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, all right, I turned it off. And then I forgot who. Someone donated. And they're like, you idiot Uber driver. That shit's not illegal. You can't do it. And he was already getting so annoyed and triggered because of that.
And that he said he kicked you out then?
No, I think that was already
It was with the air tags and shit,
I think
right?
that already put him in a really bad mood. It was people calling him an idiot because that shit's not illegal. And also, it's his car. He could tell us to do whatever he wants. It's because it's his vehicle, so I respected his rules. But to be honest, it's not illegal. If it's distracting to you, tell me that. It's just tell me, yo, it's distracting. I don't like it. I got
Maybe
you,
he
fam.
thinks it's illegal from his fucking parents.
He
Just doesn't know the law because he doesn't
that
have
dude was
Instagram.
50, bro. He's made it to 50 without checking
We just figured
Google.
that out because of Instagram. We didn't figure that out because we knew the laws. We probably would have still thought it was illegal.
I guess so. If it was still mid 2000s, but
give him a break.
No, there was a thing called the library back then. You know what I mean? Early internet.
Nobody's. Oh, let me go look at the light laws.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that dude ended up fucking kicking us out, and then we get to the third Uber driver, and anytime I get a female Uber driver, my heart a little bit sinks. I'm it's you call a guy. No, I don't, not flustered. The other word starts with the H. Humiliated.
I thought you were gonna say hot.
I was trying to insinuate horny. I was kidding. But anyways,
Jeez.
I always get a little kind of antsy because I'm like, bro, you call a guy fat ass, blah blah, retard, all this stuff, dude's gonna be like, whatever, dude, heard that my whole life. You call a woman a fat ass, blah blah, ugly, these types of things, she's gonna take it way more to offense. You say a gay joke in front of a guy, he's brushes it off. You say a slightly sexual joke to a woman that you don't know, you're going Jeffrey Epstein Island, going to jail forever. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with that shit. So when we got to that Uber car,
you're so extreme, but okay.
Low-key.
You're so extreme.
But we get into that Uber car, and then once some TTS goes off, and she's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. She's like, I'm not driving with that. And I was like, all right, I got you. This is our third Uber already. We're trying to get home, trying to end the stream already. So I'm like, I got you. I'm gonna turn off the TTS. And then as we're driving, it's a long drive, so I was just like, Fulcrum, how many genders are there? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I think there's 2. And I was like, hey ma'am, how many genders are there? And she got so mad. She's like, I could tell by the way you're asking the question. It's a loaded question or blah, blah, blah. Like, she got all mad because I asked how many genders there are there. There are.
I mean, she knows you're fucking with her. And you told her you're on stream before, right?
Yeah, I did.
So she's probably like, oh, he's just trying to get a rise out of me on his camera.
Yeah, but...
Been there. Well, she was getting uncomfortable because you asked her what
there was
genders
there was like a really funny part. Oh, no, okay, yeah, so...
And then the TTS went off.
Yeah, no, so I asked her the TTS was off. So I asked her the gender thing, and then when there was 5 minutes left to the ride, I was like, hey, chat, like, I'm turning TTS on for the last 5 minutes of the ride.
You're so wrong.
So I turned it on.
That's where you went wrong.
And the first TTS that came in, like, called her, like, overweight. They called her a whale. And she was like, get out. But I was going to say, one of the, like, highlights of that ride, sorry, guys, my mind was blanking, but one of the highlights of that ride was, like, before the TTS came in, when I asked her the two gender question, she's like, you guys are, like, being incredibly disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm a girl with two strange men in my car. Like, this is incredibly, like, scary, blah, blah. Like, all, like, trying to, like, play this, like, sympathy card where I'm like, dude, you can't, like, I don't know, you can't be like this, like, Uber driver who's, like, pulling this car of, like, oh, I have, like, random men in my car. Like, number one, it's like, I already kind of went on this rant before, but it's like, dude, my Uber account was 6 years old, bro. It's like, that shit's hell old. I'm not a fucking murderer. We're on a live stream, the both of us. You know what I mean? Like,
that is true.
What are we gonna fucking do here? You know what I mean? And also, it's like, what do we say? Anything crazy or inappropriate? We didn't do anything. It's like we're kind of just fucking around. She wanted us to be like dead silent or something like that. But okay, what was funny is at one point she's like, oh, this is, awkward ride, blah blah. She's like, you guys are treating me like a random Uber driver, and I was like, you are a fucking random Uber driver. Like, I don't know you. I don't know what your emotions are, or like what your sensitivity to things are. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I respected you. I was like, instead of being disrespectful, I respected you. When you said turn off the speaker, I did.
But then you added it, you put it back on. So that's where you fucked up. That's disrespectful still. Because you told her you weren't going to do that.
But you know why I did that?
And then you still did.
Because I have faith in the second chance, right? The Harmonious gang. It's like, just because one TTS is toxic.
You're such a capper. You know what they're gonna do.
Just because one TTS is toxic doesn't mean the next. It might. You never know. A TTS might come in going like W.
See, at first I was having your back when you were telling me, but then you never added the fact that you added the speaker on the last 5 minutes.
Regardless, she didn't like the TTS. She told us to leave, and Fulcrum and I had to walk home. Guys, when I got home that day, later that night, I got a message from Uber, and it said, actually, it was the next morning. I got a message from Uber saying, hey, your account might be terminated because you violated the terms and conditions and terms of service, and you have 48 hours to respond. And this one I was like getting ready to leave and shit, like getting all my stuff packed and getting ready for this road trip back to LA. So I was thinking, I'll respond to this once I get back to LA to my computer. I'll write them an email from my desk, and I was going to explain the fact and provide the timestamps that I told every single Uber driver that I was live streaming ahead of time, and I left, right? I should have, or no, they told me I could have, and they gave me 48 hours. We drove home. It takes like 5-6 hours to drive home. By the time I get home that night, it probably maybe 7-8 hours had passed by, 10 hours maximum. I should have still had either half a day or a full day and a half left to respond to the shit. And by the time I got home, I got another response from Uber saying, hey, your account has been permanently terminated, blah, blah. And I tried to open up my account to like respond to it. I can't. Because they deleted my account, I can't respond to it. So it's over.
It's over with.
And I can't make a new account because it's tied to your like phone number and face and shit like that. So my Uber is just like completely gone at this point.
Damn.
Because of a couple miscommunications. Isn't that crazy?
The AirTags is crazy.
The AirTags? Okay. That...
I would feel like, what the fuck? Especially if you're like older person who doesn't really know about.
He wasn't older, dude. He was like a young guy. He was like
the one that you made the clip of?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about they did it again when you were in
Berkeley. I don't think that dude understood.
But that's why he kicked you out, right?
No, I don't think it was because of the AirTags. I think it was because of the farting and like the TTS. I swear I didn't fart, dude.
Okay.
But now, I think, guys, it's going to be a thing where when I hop into a Lyft, I'm gonna mute the TTS, like, unless I get confirmation from the Uber driver that it's fine. You know what I mean? I'll be like, hey, is it cool if I have like my speaker on, like the chat can communicate with me? And then like I'll do that, you know. So I'll turn that on. Oh, I'll see if I could do that, you know. But I can't risk my Lyft because it's already a thing where it's gone in the way, dude. Like I've needed to go places, and I'm like, I keep forgetting, like, oh wait, I don't have a fucking Uber, and luckily I have the Lyft.
Yeah, you got one more chance.
I know it's my. And what is other than Lyft? There's taxis. You can't get banned from taxis. Someone DM'd me that, and I was like, that's true.
Taxis are gonna be hella expensive.
They can't ban you though. But like, there's probably like 20 taxi drivers left in LA at this point.
Real. I don't see any taxi.
It's not like there's like 100 taxis to choose from anymore. And also, yeah, you never see taxis at all, ever. Right?
Maybe, yeah, at the airport, I guess. But that's probably it.
That is kind of true. I remember when I lived in Hollywood, I would see taxis like at least once a day or something like that. It was like GTA, you know what I mean? Like where you would see a taxi driving around every here and there. Nowadays, especially non-Hollywood, like, yeah, you don't see no taxis at all, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Or maybe they don't look the same. Like there's no point in investing your money into making a yellow cab anymore. You can taxi out of a fucking
No, it's just that Uber's the way people get around now.
Bro, there should be a second chance. There should be like a second. There should be like Uber 2. You know what I mean? Like for the people with three stars and lower.
Oh, that's scary.
You hop into a Uber. There's like dirt and like a needle and shit.
That's like the Spirit Airlines of Uber.
Exactly. They need to make a Spirit Airlines version that I'm able to take because of my low rating.